Looks like it's time to make my entrance into this rewritten story. It hasn't been long since the good half of me was severed from my spirit. But now's not the time to mourn about what's lost. It's time to spread war over the land of Hyrule. But first, I'm gonna need some help.
The goodness driven from her heart, Cia opened the Gate of Souls, summoning vast hordes of monsters to Hyrule. Ganondorf's spirit counseled that her attack must be swift and devastating if she was to be victorious. However, controlling an army would require a commander, and Cia realized she would need a powerful warrior to serve as her general. The perfect candidate came readily to mind: the Dragon Knight of the Elden Caves. If he could be made to serve, such a creature would easily be able to command her minions' obedience. Cia wasted no time. She immediately set off for the Elden Caves in search of her new champion.
The Dragon Knight should be somewhere in this cave. I'll just have to find him and convince him to join me, forcibly. Wait, there's something else here too.
Leave while you can, interloper. We've sealed the ring away where you will never find it.
Oh, this suddenly got much more interesting. Now let's see here. If I were a rock-brain do-gooder, where would I seal away a dangerous artifact? Huh? This way is open. I wonder. I feel it. The ring is here. Come out now, darling.
Better. But who are you and what do you want with me?
I've been looking to recruit a general for my army. I believe you might be the monster for the job.
I look forward to proving you right.
I'd also planned to enlist the dragon who lives in these caves. Unfortunately, he's on the other side of a gate.
Ha! I'll burn down, blast apart, or shatter anything that gets in your way, mistress.
Ah, you must be the dragon Volga. I offer you a chance to command and to kill on a scale you can't.
No. Leave.
I'm afraid that won't do. Looks like I'll have to get my hands dirty.
Leave me be. I have no interest in humans or their wars.
You don't fool me. You're a warrior. War is the only thing that interests you.
Yes! You not insult Master Volga! We kill her for you, Master. We roast her flesh for great feast.
Good. But don't underestimate her. She has the smell of power.
Now we fight, witch! Little monsters no match for us! We crush them all!
Rather talkative for lizards. I suppose I'll have to intervene if I want to keep my army.
Looks like our side could use a little shoring up. Allow me to fill the gaps with a few more warm bodies.
Not bad, Ring. This one seems very interested in proving his loyalty. Perhaps a bit too interested.
Defeated? I hate Set!
We have to reclaim that ring. If it remains unsealed, there's no telling what could happen.
You not touch the master! All right, little lizards. You want to fight? Let's fight! A win! So mad!
I acknowledge your power if you can defeat my brethren, but I still see no reason to be involved in your wars.
Still, I'll just have to make you serve me.
So sorry, master. We shame dragon kind. We must call great beasts! If I can make these dragon folk obey me, I won't need any sorceress to conquer the human world!
Am I really being betrayed by evil jewelry? I suppose I should have expected it, but it's disappointing nonetheless. Let's understand each other, Volga. If I defeat you, you will have no choice but to serve me, correct?
How have I lost?
Don't beat yourself up over it. I don't want you to damage my property, slave. This whole exercise has taught me something important. Independent thought is severely overrated in underlings.
I swear eternal loyalty to Cia.
My only desire is to fight worthy foes.
Excellent. Now that that's done, let's talk about laying siege to Hyrule Castle.
With Volga and Wizzro at the head of her army, Cia launched her invasion of Hyrule. En route, Wizzro offered some advice. He said their first priority should be the eradication of Hyrule's fairies. The good-hearted fairies of Hyrule were known to provide aid and comfort to their chosen warriors. Should the legendary hero appear and receive their assistance, Cia and her forces might be hard-pressed. Cia considered Wizzro's counsel and commanded her troops to begin hunting fairies. Many fairies were captured throughout Hyrule, but a few eluded her grasp. Unbeknownst to Cia, a mysterious young woman was working with the Gorons to protect the fairies. Rather than delay her invasion further, Cia dispatched Volga and Wizzro to capture the last stragglers.
fairy!
I should have guessed that you would be the one protecting the fairies. Foolish and futile, Lana.
Capture one of those keys and force the gates open.
We're no match for Cia and her forces here. Let's send to Hyrule Castle for help.
We can't take on the whole Hyrulean army yet. Chase them down before they reach the castle.
What do we do? I don't know how to fight monsters. You go hide with the others. I'll take care of these guys.
You can't run away from me!
Where did all these creatures come from? And how did they appear so suddenly?
The princess! Never mind the fairies. All forces, kill Zelda!
Onward! For Hyrule!
How cute. The mice have organized a rebellion against the cats.
I'm not sure my soldiers can handle this fighting. I'd better get involved directly.
Why, is that a general I see joining the battle? Excellent. Once she's down, the princess will have to come out of hiding.
The fairies are safe now. I just hope the Hyrulean troops can turn back the monster army.
The screams of our enemies are like music to my ears. Play on, maestro.
Blast it! I failed you, Your Highness. I have to fall back.
If General Impa had to retreat, what hope do the rest of us have?
These soldiers are all bark and no bite. I'll leave the rest to you. Do try to enjoy yourselves.
I will not sit idly by. When Hyrule is threatened, we all must answer the call.
The princess. And she can hold her own. I see. I'll have to test her mettle.
Princess Zelda has taken the field. We must defend her royal highness.
No, we have to cede this ground and withdraw, friends. We'll regroup and return later.
Oh, they went home to their castle and didn't even invite us? Rude! We'll just have to come knocking!
We can't afford to lose just yet. Quickly, rally the troops! Strike back!
All hands to arms! Anyone who can hold a weapon, rally on my position!
It took a few more weeks, but it was worth it. I had unleashed monsters from across the ages onto Hyrule. The brave hero Link finally made it into my lair in the Valley of Seers. He was joined by his allies, including my good half Lana. In short, I stole the Triforce of Courage from him, and the Triforce of Wisdom from his sidekick while I was at it. With all three pieces of the Triforce, I could then unleash all chaos onto the land. With the great king of evil under my reign, there was no stopping me now.
Cia had conquered the land of Hyrule in the blink of an eye and claimed pieces of the Triforce as the spoils of her victory. Intoxicated by the power of the complete Triforce, she fell further under Ganondorf's sway. At his urging, she ripped time and space open to create portals to 3 other eras of Hyrule's storied past. Immediately, she sensed a power emanating from the era of Twilight. She set off to discover whether it was a resource to control or an enemy to destroy.
These monsters just won't stop coming! What's wrong with you? Take a hit!
It matters not one bit what happened. Show the traitor Midna the power of the King of Twilight.
2 forces fighting. I'll bet I could add one of them to my retinue.
Greedy people aren't easy to control. This Zant is your stooge for sure. Let's give him Midna's head as a welcome aboard present.
You're kidding. More enemies? Where'd Zant pull them from?
I spy strangers in our midst. Prepare to be expelled, weaklings.
Ha! I don't know who you are, but, you know, thanks for squashing my enemies for me.
Wait! Stop attacking Zant's guys! Midna's starting to win, and we can't have that!
Right! It's almost time for the next wave. Attack!
I'll defeat you yet.
Locked gate. Should open up if we take the keep, though. Yeah, that did it! Now we just have to beat Midna!
You chased me all this way? You must really want to get beaten. Guess I can't disappoint you.
All right. Time to play my trump card. Call it home turf advantage. I know this place better than you, and now you're stuck.
I'm really getting to hate her. But that was a pretty good move. We could be in trouble if this keeps up.
No doubt about it. Time to run.
Hey, your Twily Majesty. What would you say to you and me joining forces? Come on, rule the world with me. It'll be fun.
The world needs but one ruler, and it will be me! Be gone, insolent crystal gazer!
Oh, how disappointing. And here I thought we could be friends. Well, if you're not in the mood to cooperate, I'm afraid I'll have to force you. I hope I don't spoil your nice outfit.
How did I get here? I was chasing a little ladybug and now I'm lost? Oh, what a wonderful key someone dropped. I better hang on to it. It probably unlocks something equally wonderful.
What a strange child. And could that key belong to these doors?
Probably. And if we get it from her, we can open the door and chase Zant while avoiding his pet.
Oh, you want the key? I thought you were after my royal insect subjects. You can just take the key.
All right, let's go subjugate Zant already.
You! Unhand me, peasant!
Come now, Zant. Serve me and I'll let you live. I'll even leave your palace standing. What do you say?
Further resistance would seem futile. Fine, I'll submit quietly.
Good boy. Never forget, you work for me now.
Cia sensed another powerful and unknown entity in a separate rift in time, this one on the floating island of Skyloft. When she arrived there, she found it already beset by a vast army of monsters. But who commanded them, Cia wondered. The inhabitants of Skyloft were clearly overwhelmed. Many thought that the end of the world was at hand. Fi, a servant of the goddess, fought alongside the humans, but the beast's advance could not be stopped. A great darkness would soon overtake Skyloft. Though Cia cared nothing for the fate of the villagers, she began formulating a plan. Whatever being had brought these creatures to Skyloft would make a powerful servant. She would need to subjugate it and make it her own. Launching herself into battle to defend Skyloft, Cia looked for an opportunity to weaken this dark power, and then add it to her forces.
A demon and its pet. Oh, how I'd love to tame them. But I worry that they're too much to handle, even for me.
In that case, why not exploit the strength of the local humans?
First, we need to win the trust of these people. Go take back one of their keeps as a start.
I've come to aid your cause. Together, we will make short work of these creatures.
Thank you. We'll take all the help we can get.
I must recommend you prioritize the defeat of the demon and the imprisoned above all other tasks.
Who dares interfere in the works of Lord Ghirahim? I must punish you most deliciously.
The small one is controlling the big one! If he takes our base, we lose! So put your backs into it!
There's a presence inside the sorceress. Could it be? No, impossible. I understand you and the depths to which you would sink to win. Obviously, I could learn from you, if you'll let me join up.
That's it. Your obedience is bought so cheaply.
I'm not complaining. And now that we've tamed the demon tribe, we have no further use for the humans of this land.
A source of great evil has been identified within the enemy sorceress. Recommend directing maximum force against her.
That sword spirit is the only thing keeping the human army together. If we defeat her, their ranks will crumble.
The newcomers have betrayed us! All troops, we must protect Skyloft! Attack!
And with that, the land in the sky is mine.
Please, allow me to conquer the rest of the world for you. You deserve it, mistress.
probability of the hero eventually appearing is 100%. I will stand by until then.
And just before I knew it, my own servants couldn't stop a few simple do-gooders. Wizzro imposed himself as Zelda at Lake Hylia, but he ended up getting defeated by the real princess. Then Zant was to guard the Gate of Souls, but was defeated by Lana and that princess imp. I placed Ghirahim in charge of Skyloft, but he led himself to failure. Above all, they ultimately disappointed me. Now Link and his allies have closed all the Gates of Souls. And what's worse, out of nowhere, Ganondorf decided to stab me in the back and let me rot on a wall. He took advantage of me for the last time. I decided to split the Triforce and send the Triforce of Courage and Wisdom back to the original bearers. As for Ganondorf, I sealed him away using the Triforce of Power, pulling him under my control. I will do whatever it takes to take back the Triforce and have the hero all to myself. However, with Ganondorf now extracted from me, my powers have grown weaker. I fear he will have full control of his body and come back to steal the Triforce of Power. I need more time. Enough time to get the Triforce back together. Little did I know, I would start to lose my own free will.
Link and his allies had defeated Wizzro, Zant, and Ghirahim. Cia's hopes were fading. Meanwhile, Ganondorf was making his way to the Valley of Seers to wrest the Triforce of Power from her hands. Cia had few options remaining. Desperate to win at any cost, she tapped into her very life force to bolster her magic. Cia knew this would cost her her life, but victory was now worth any price.
The Triforce is mine and you will never take it from me!
Bah! Its power is too great for you to contain, but I see you won't give it up willingly.
We can't let him take the keeps in front of the ruins. Defend them at any cost or suffer my disappointment.
Just look at Ganondorf control those creatures! When he says kill, they say how painfully!
We have to strike at the heart of the problem. Wizzro, cut me a path through the enemy ranks.
I don't think so. My service belongs to the strongest, Lord Ganondorf!
You would turn traitor, little magician. If so, prove it by defeating your former allies.
Yes! Let me demonstrate my power! You won't be disappointed, I promise!
You disgusting little cretin! I will annihilate you for this!
Is my strength overwhelming you? Once you see my full power, you're done for!
Wizzro's treachery will have to wait. First, we must deal with those threatening our base.
No matter what betrayals I may suffer, at least I know the hero will always love and protect me.
As I suspected, the constant use of dark magic is unhinging the sorceress. She is no longer worthy of my service, but the day won't be a total loss.
The number of monsters have waned, so the battle is still far from over!
Ganondorf! I challenge you to a duel to the death!
An interesting offer, but I don't see much of an upside for me. Away with you!
Trap! I see no way past this barrier. I suppose I must retreat for now.
No! Not back into the ring!
Ganondorf has more power than I imagined.
Volga, your mistress commands you to obey. Return to the base and guard it at once.
I have no intention of obeying you 1 second longer. I act of my own accord now.
The hero is still by my side. The hero is still by my side.
Cia! You have to stop using magic! It's eating your mind!
Lana? Oh, what was I doing? Oh, right. I have to kill Ganondorf.
I can help you! Together we can beat him!
I thought I'd separate those two permanently. No matter. I'll just kill them together.
Ganondorf is getting stronger by the minute. We have to beat him soon.
He's covered his lair in a darkness barrier. We can't even get close to him.
I think I can dispel the darkness, but I'll need your help.
I can feel the magic flowing through me, but it's not enough.
And light beats darkness.
So you destroyed my barrier. I'm mildly impressed, but I'll still crush you, you pathetic insects! You are beneath my notice. I leave you to wallow in your own insignificance.
Great! It looks like we fought him off.
Then, you don't need to be here anymore, do you? Must be time for you to leave.
Cia, you can stop, you know. And if you use any more magic, you'll...
Just leave. No one can keep me from getting everything I want. That was my final confrontation with Ganondorf. I thought to myself everything would work out. At least, that's what I thought. Lana was right. My life was on the line, and I cared nothing about the matter. And then, well, we all know what happened. Allow me to teach you a lesson.
can't take much more of this. This is my last warning, or else we attack. Stop what you're doing, Cia! Cia! Cia!
I could hear every word Lana was crying out to me. I could only pray that Lana and her allies would put me at peace. And so, they did.
Cia.
We've seen how this ends, and we both know he doesn't choose you. How do you do it, knowing you get left behind?
Since our split, I've had to understand my own feelings, as well as the feelings of others. And I guess I realized you don't always get the person you think you deserve. And I can live with that.
You always were my better half.
I know you didn't mean any harm. For you, I'll protect this Triforce with my life. I'll never forget you, Cia. It's over. We've won.
Let's put Hyrule back in order.
There. Things should be as they were. And with that, I should go.
Lana, will we meet again?
Goodbye.
Lana will move on with her own life. She will be a better Cia than I could ever hope to be. After all, because of Lana, I am at last at peace.